Sox.
Climb into your heart on twisted.
Alvarez swings, makes one, deep left center field. Mullins looks up, and it's out of here.
What's up, Met fans? You already know it's your boy Rasheed McDonald. Yesterday, the Mets took the series from the Chicago Cubs on Mother's Day, no less. And it was none other than everyone's favorite shortstop, Francisco Lindor, delivering in the 8th inning with a clutch go-ahead home run. Griffin Canning tossed an absolute gem on his birthday. Mark Vientos hit his 5th home run of the season, and Brandon Nimmo added some insurance to give the bullpen some room, and they finally got through it very cleanly and shut it down. We got all your reactions, but first, ya tu sabe, let's get to the highlights. Griffin Canning looking to win his 6th start in a row, and in this one, he'll start the game off by striking out the law firm of Armstrong, Tucker, and Suzuki. He'll finish the game with just 1 run allowed, 2 hits, and 5 Ks. Bottom of the second, Luis Torrens with ducks on the pond, and he's going to hit that one all the way to the wall. And Armstrong won't be able to make the play. That'll bounce all the way back to center field, and Sterling Marte will score to open up the game. That'll be a triple. Game cruising along, and former Mets farmhand Pete Crow Armstrong. Say word. Solo blast will tie the game at 1. 10th home run of the season for Crow Armstrong. This one keeps rolling. Bottom 6, Mark Vientos giving the Mets the lead. 5th home run of the season for Vientos. And as the weather gets hot, look out for the boy. Top 7, Nico Horner goes corner. And that will tie the game at 7 apiece. Cubs not going away. But bottom of the 8th, who else? I mean, come on, it's starting to get ridiculous now with this man. Francisco Lindor gives the Mets the lead. The Mets will keep pouring it on. Alonso goes corner. And that will be a stand-up double. National League leading 14th double for Pete Alonso, and the Mets will keep on coming. Mark Vientos, line drive up the middle. Armstrong can't make the play, and Alonso will score standing up. Mets lead 4-2. Brandon Nimmo. Adios, baseball. Mets will win the game 6-2. Tonight, we have a marquee matchup. Paul Skeens for the Pittsburgh Pirates and David Peterson for the New York Mets. Peterson coming off a good start in Arizona, and we're hoping to see some more of that David Peterson that turned that corner last year and is coming into this season with not something to prove, but just showing the world that he is a top of the rotation type of pitcher. Paul Skeens, everybody knows the vibes with Paul Skeens. He's the best pitcher, one of the best young pitchers in Major League Baseball, and he is coming to New York with the Pirates to show some of that off. Now, the Pirates, they just let go their manager. It's been a lot going on in that situation, and Paul Skeens had some interesting words following the departure of their manager. And I'm not going to lie, I agree with him a little bit. You know, somebody had to be held accountable for what's been going on. Now, do I think it should have been the manager? No, you gotta give your carpenter tools to build houses. You cannot give your carpenter, Play-Doh and tell him, here, build a mansion. Like, that don't work. So, but, there was a lot of conversation about should they trade him or should they. They're not going to do that. That would be complete asinine. And I mean, you should, that is malpractice of ownership and GM. I mean, the whole team should be investigated if they go and they trade Paul Skeens. I'm being honest. I ain't even going to lie. Like, that 100% would be my take if they go ahead and trade Paul Skeens. I don't think that's going to happen. That would be crazy if they decide to do that. That's somebody you got to build around, not somebody you get rid of because some comments. You speaking the truth, man. So that's tonight. But let's talk about this series this weekend. And the home run ball played a big part. Brett Beatty, I see you. I see you, Brett Beatty. Keep doing what you doing, young brother. Spoke to you yesterday, saw you, kept your head up, you did your thing. Good job. Good job. Great job from Brett Beatty. And I want to keep seeing that. You are playing like the hitman. And that, take that to the bank, brother. Mark Vientos, it's like, allow me to reintroduce myself is exactly how he's been playing over the last few games, and I love it. I love what I'm seeing from him. But let's talk about Francisco Lindor, right? Francisco Lindor right now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Francisco Lindor, and this is time and time again proving that he is what he is, the man, the best shortstop in Major League Baseball. And I understand we have a lot of young, good talent at the position. Bobby Witt Jr., I'm talking to you. Gunnar Henderson, kind of side-eye looking at you a little bit. But Francisco Lindor, head and shoulders above the rest. And I stand on that, 10 toes, by the way. When it's all said and done with Francisco Lindor, he is going to be the greatest shortstop to ever play for the New York Mets once it's all said and done. I mean, if we're starting a greatest of all time Mets team right now, Jose Reyes, and I love me some Jose Reyes. Shout out to Jose. Ya tú sabes. I will slot Jose Reyes over to second base if we're starting the greatest of all time Mets team. Jose's going to second. Francisco Lindor, when it's all said and done, it's going to be the greatest shortstop to ever put on Mets colors and grace that Mets uniform. And he's on that Hall of Fame trajectory too, so look out for that. Jersey in the rafters coming soon. Captaincy should be in the future. And I ain't even playing with that. That's for real, for real. Now, I understand it's not the Oscar season. We're not giving out awards for movies just yet. But if we're talking about best pitcher, look no further than Griffin Canning. Back in the offseason, when everybody was asking why the Mets aren't shopping in the gourmet aisle, your Blake Snells, your Corbin Burns, your, Max Frieds, and everybody else who was at the top of the list when it came to starting pitchers, the Mets didn't budge. But they signed Juan Soto. Like, what are we doing? They signed Juan Soto. Like, what's up? What's up is when you have the best evaluators in the game, when you have one of the best managers when it comes to relating to players, and we're not just talking about player managers who let players do whatever. No, this is somebody who knows ball. Carlos Mendoza knows ball. And we're going to talk to him about that. So look out for that interview. That's going to be coming very, very soon. Carlos Mendoza. We're going to talk to him about that ability of the front office and him and the coaching staff to just evaluate at an elite level. But I'm telling you right now, the Oscar goes to Griffin Canning. Right? His last performance, not just fifth win in a row. Last person to do that was, Zach Wheeler. Joining guys like Jacob DeGrom. I mean, come on, man. That's elite company right there. And we're talking about Griffin Canning, who everybody, he got traded. Think about this. Got traded to the Braves for Jorge Soler. The Braves threw him away. The Mets said, one man's trash, it's another man's treasure. Yo, that's the saying, bro. And it's all this time. And look at that. The proof is in the pudding. That's what you call elite evaluation abilities. And Jeremy Hefner. Come on, man. I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. One of the greatest pitching coaches in baseball right now. What he's doing, what the Mets pitching lab is doing, what they're going to be developing and bringing to the forefront. I'm telling you right now, pitchers are paying attention. And one guy I got my name on, I got my eye on him. And his name is Sandy Alcantara. And I'm telling you right now, Sandy Alcantara, I understand you're not having a good season, brother. But listen, there's a spot for you on this team that's coming very soon. So look out for that. You hear me? You heard? Let's keep it pushing. Alvarez. I love it. He's not showing the power that he showed in this rookie season, but that's coming. It comes in waves. And when he gets hot and when he gets in that groove and he starts hitting them home runs, they come in bunches. Right? So we're not stressing that. Acuna. I mean, come on, man. There's not many people in the game right now that could turn over a lineup or get the party started with the legs like he can. And that is why he is getting bulk playing time. That's why it's tough right now to find playing time for guys in the infield, and I love it. It's a great problem to have. You always hear people say that, and the Mets are absolutely showing that right here, right now, and I love it. Big picture, Mets, 26-15, top of the NL East, a game and a half of the Phillies. Braves, 6 to 6.5 back. Love that. Top 3 in baseball, top 3 or 4 in baseball right now and in the National League. The Mets are a good team. This is a team that I'm telling you, this is not a complete picture. We haven't even talked about Juan Soto yet. Pete Alonso putting up MVP numbers. Underrated Pete Alonso. Yes, and I said that, and you heard it here. Right? So, listen, this is not even a finished product yet. And this is some of the best baseball that we've seen in a long time. We talking maybe since 06. Some of the best, right? 2022 was a great season. This is matching that, probably then some. Probably going to be better than that. And I'm telling you, they won 100 games that year. So, we're not even joking, man. There's a lot more to come. We got Pirates, Mets this week, Subway Series this weekend, and you already know I got you covered. The Mets series preview is coming back this week. We're gonna have a special guest, gonna announce that soon, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fire. Katie Wu joined us last time when we previewed Mets and Cardinals, and look what it did for the Cardinals. I hope it doesn't do the same for the Yankees, but I don't care. We're not playing in the same division. At the end of the day, it's going to be good. We're going to get that great content for you guys. You're going to find out all about your opponents. You're going to hear all about the Yankees. That's all coming to you this week, Mets series preview. So look out for that podcast updated this week. Go listen. If you haven't seen the episode, go listen. Katie Wu joined us, previewed Mets and Cardinals. Fantastic job she does for The Athletic and for Foul Territory Network with the Cards Territory. I mean, listen, you know I'm your boy Rasheed McDonald, and this is Mets Recap at Noon. And you know when it comes to the Mets, it's always for life. Yeah, I do sigh.